Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the Monday edition of Litter Media Live on this October 2nd, 2023. I'm Dan Ramey, and a personal note for you today. Today happens to be the anniversary of Litter Media. How about that? Started this venture back in 2017, and since then we have now compiled more than 1,400 videos on our YouTube channel and compiled 7,000 plus followers on our Facebook page. So let me start off by saying thank you for those who have participated and enjoyed what we've done and want to learn more about what we do. Simply go to our website, which is littermedia.com. You can bookmark that so that you can see it all the time. That's where we keep most of our news for you. High school sports scores are on our Twitter page, or the Litter X as it's called now. And, of course, here on Facebook, we do a lot of sharing of some of the stories that we do for our website, but also we do our Facebook Live broadcasts for you. So if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome to the program, and thank you for watching. In a moment, we'll take a look at news stories for you. Also, we'll take a look at some sports that happened over the weekend and this date in history. That's our standard fare that we give you on a regular basis here on Litter Media Live. But first, let's take a look at our forecast for you. It's going to be sunshiny again today, as well as Tuesday and Wednesday. We do run the risk of a shower come Thursday and maybe even some on Friday, which we're hoping is not the case because last year we made it through every football game without rain at all, and this might test us this weekend. So hopefully that'll change for us. But we'll have temperatures in the 80s today, and overnight lows will be around 57 degrees all 3 days. Hey, don't forget you can find us on Litter Media Radio as well, internet-based. If you go to our website, littermedia.com, just across the heading, you'll see where it says Litter Media Radio. Click on that, and you can follow us and hear what we have to say on many of the interviews that we've had here. We've got local news on there, something that's hard to find anymore, and we've got it for you all through Litter Media. Coming up in just a moment, a look at news. But first, these words about our friends at Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Give them a call at 740-253-8389. Give Carl a call. He'll have either he'll bring it out or have one of his guys bring it out, a dumpster for wherever you need it, whether it be residential or commercial. Once you're done filling it up, they'll come back and haul it away for you. It's that simple and that easy. And they even do demo work and some other things as well. So if you've got other questions for them, the one place to go to get the answer is 740-253-8389 for Scioto Valley Dumpsters. News is next. For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
Well, time to take a look at what's making news across the Scioto Valley on our website, littermedia.com, as well as our social media. Goodwill's Adult Day Services Center for Individuals with Disabilities down in Waverly will combine efforts with the Canal Industries Center on Clough Street. Today is when it all starts. The majority of staff with both operations will continue working as direct service professionals at the combined operation, which will be called the Goodwill Pike Services Center. Goodwill continues to just evolve and continue to improve for the services of those folks with challenges. You can view the art of Brent Elam at the Pump House Center for the Arts in Chillicothe this coming Thursday. That's when the opening reception is for Pop the Pump House. Thursday night, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And yes, Brent Elam will be in attendance, so you'll get a chance to meet the artist as well. And, of course, this will probably be up the rest of the month for you to enjoy. Ohio's minimum wage increases to $10.45 per hour on January 1st. That's a 35-cent increase, with restaurant waiting staff getting half that, considering their tips, of course. They get to pocket that stuff. Ohio's wage law raises the minimum wage each January based on the rate of inflation, but the federal minimum wage still stands at $7.25 per hour, which can only be changed on an act of Congress. Read more about it at littermedia.com. The Shoemaker Center is open again for walkers with the approaching indoor season. All walkers are asked to complete a one-time liability waiver and sign in and out when visiting the center. I know a lot of folks like to go and walk around the track right there above the Shoemaker Center during the winter time, so they're ready to bring you back indoors. I was indoors there Saturday night. We'll show you why coming up in sports in just a bit. The Fall Festival of Leaves Queens pageant kicks off the festival on Thursday, October 19th at 8 p.m. inside the beautiful Paxton Theater. I once again have the wonderful opportunity to be the MC for this event, and it's always fun to get together with the kids, and 17 girls this year vying for the title of Miss Fall Festival of Leaves. There will be a $5 admission fee to get into the pageant. It's usually a packed house, and looking forward to seeing you again on October 19th. Now, we learned last week during a special edition of Litter Media Live with the Circleville Pumpkin Show's Nanisa Osborne that this marks the 75th anniversary of Little Miss Pumpkin Show. Jean John was chosen the first Little Miss in 1947. Look at this. She doesn't look different. I mean, she looks older, certainly, but as a grown adult, you can see the facial features. Still stands out. And she's going to be part of the Little Miss Pumpkin Show Parade. And that'll be a 3:30 event on Wednesday, October 18th. It'll be cool to see the reaction from everybody getting a chance to meet up with Jean again. The annual John Roger Simon Sorghum Festival at the John Roger Simon Farm is this Saturday and Sunday down in Scioto County. You can learn about the process of cooking sorghum, listen to the true Appalachian music, and enjoy a wonderful day of crafts and fun. For more information about the event, just visit the Arc of Appalachia website. And again, you can find that here on our Facebook page. Just click that link. Calvary Lutheran Church in Chillicothe is hosting the FFA officials from across the state today, as well as the Ohio Farm Bureau and guests from the county. The county commissioners will be there and all more too. Here you see Jonathan Davis, superintendent of Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center, addressing the kids. It's an FFA Passport Professionalism Day. 5 Ross County FFA chapters participating in the event, which runs through 1:30 this afternoon. The program featured the Ohio FFA president, Luke Jennings, who comes from Felicity, Ohio. There you see Luke addressing the crowd. I spoke with Jennifer Johnston about what the kids are going to be learning about, and Kaylee Adkins about what she hoped to learn today as a member of this event.
It's so cool to be surrounded in this room with so many respected individuals in our community, and I'm excited to learn what it takes to be a professional.
What we want to teach them is how important building your professional network can be towards career success, and that you really get places in life with people. And those human skills are something that occasionally get lost in the, emphasis of pushing academics towards our students. Academics are great, and job skills are important, but this human side of the equation is something that we're hoping that they can take with them today. These include skills like job interview skills, how to kind of connect with somebody through an initial conversation. What is an elevator speech, and why should you have one ready at your disposal that you can give at any time?
Yep, we already are making plans for the sausage breakfast, which also it falls on Groundhog Day this year. Groundhog. So that's pretty funny.
We visited with Kaylee last year to talk about the sausage breakfast, which is coming up, as you said, on Groundhog Day of 2024. So be prepared for that. The kids will be back again to talk about how they prepare that for you. On our ODOT Road Report today, here in Ross County, overnight work is planned for October 6th through the 7th to repair a bridge joint on the US 2335 Main Street overpass. This work will require lane closures on US 23 northbound and US 35 westbound from approximately 0.2 miles southeast of the Main Street overpass to just past the end of the bridge. One lane will be closed starting at 9 p.m. October 6th. 2 lanes will be closed starting at 11 p.m. All lanes will be reopened at 6 a.m. the following morning. fingers are crossed for that to actually happen. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at sports, so stick close for that. But first, I want to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They are your trusted comfort advisor, and they have been in business now for almost 50 years. Heating, cooling, and plumbing, they can handle it all. If you've got an issue that needs to be taken care of in your home and it's messing with your total comfort, well, your trusted comfort advisor is who you need to contact. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website where you can learn more. Sports next.
It's time to get serious about your lawn. It's time to step up to the best mower brand money can buy. For nearly 4 decades, Skag has been the easy choice for lawn care professionals. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best when it comes to mowing your lawn. There's sure to be a Skag model that's perfect for your yard, big or small. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Visit your local Skag dealer today. Skag, simply the best.
At Rathkamp Financial, we provide wealth management services that may ease clients' fears of financial loss and help them retire comfortably. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
Time for sports, and we're going to harken back to last Friday. It was quite the contest for Bloom Carroll beating Logan Elm 35-6. Bloom Carroll just moved at will as best they possibly could in that contest as our Litter Media Game of the Week. And we do have extras, an opportunity for you to hear from the coaches. There you see Coach Terry Holbert, and there's Dylan Armentrout. He had a 92-yard touchdown run, and he had 3 TDs on the day. He was also the Central Division D3 Player of the Year last year. Bloom Carroll's marching band and Logan Elm's marching band have both qualified for the state competition, and you want to check out their performances, and also Bloom Carroll's Jeremy McKinney talking about picking up that win and handing the first loss in the season to Logan Elm. So all those are available for you on our YouTube channel right now. Now, our Litter Media Game of the Week for this week has us out to the U, Zane Trace at Uniyoto, and we'll have coverage starting with our Litter Media Game of the Week preview show. And that's every Thursday at 12 p.m. here on Facebook. And you also get an opportunity to hear the show on Litter Media Radio. And, of course, Friday night, we'll have game action as Tom Beard returns to the booth, replacing me and putting me on the field where I belong. And Mike Smith will have all the action for you starting at 6:50 Friday. If you've not been to Litter Media Radio yet, you can scan this QR code with your smartphone right now. That'll take you right where you need to go. Or, again, go to our website, littermedia.com, and click where it says Litter Media Radio up in the right-hand corner. There's a big turnout for Saturday's World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling event at OUC this past Saturday night. Thousands of fans turning out to shop memorabilia and collectibles, plus meet many of their favorite wrestling superstars. Those superstars included Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and this guy climbing in the ring, raising his hands, Bret the Hitman Hart. He was the main feature for the evening. But there was also action. This is Suicide, and he was the good guy in this, and the heel has a hold of him, and he's going to be cheating. And when he cheats and picks up the win, there was one little fan that was not happy about that. Sitting off to my right was my granddaughter, Amelia. This is the first time we had her at an event like this. I had no clue that she was going to have the reaction she did. So wanted to show it to you here in just a moment as Suicide's going to get the worst end of this here. Yeah, boing, there he goes. And but what a turnout for the crowd. Fan Fest took off, and there's Dan She was trying her best to boo the bad guy. And they'll be back again, from what I understand, in March of 2024. So thanks to Bobby Fulton and Jimmy and Dylan Hines for putting that on for us. The Reds season came to an end just shy of making the playoffs. Wasn't it fun to... I think I watched the wild card standings more this year than I ever have before. But it come down to them falling the last 2 games of the year, losing to the St. Louis Cardinals, including 4-3 yesterday. Had they swept the Cardinals, they would have had the same record as the Diamondbacks. However, I think the Diamondbacks had the tiebreaker. But man, you look back, if they would have won 2 against the Pirates and swept the Cardinals, they'd be in there as a wild card today. But who's boo-hooing, right? Cub fans were closer to that edge on the bubble than the Reds were, so I'm sure there's a lot of Cubs fans who are not happy right now. But 82-80, they went from 100 losses last year to a winning record this year. Looking forward to what they've got coming back for the future. In the NFL Sunday, it was rough for both the Browns and the Bengals. The Browns slipping to 2-2 after falling to the Ravens 28-3, and Cincinnati is now 1-3 after losing to the Titans in Tennessee 27-3. The Browns have a bye week this week. They'll host San Francisco on October 15th. Meanwhile, the Bengals prepare for a late afternoon contest in Arizona on Fox next Sunday. Both Ohio State and Ohio University were off on Saturday. The Buckeyes will host Maryland. Maryland comes in 5-0 this coming Saturday, and the Buckeyes are 4-0. Then you've got Kent State coming down to Peden Stadium to take on the Bobcats. Bobcats at 4-1 this season, and I want to say Kent State is either 2-2 or 2-1, one or the other there. All right, that's a look at sports. Coming up in just a moment, this date in history, which is sports-related. Details coming up next.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
You asked, we delivered. New Mike's Hard Lemonade Zero Sugar. Zero sugar. Amazing taste. Years in the making. Now that's a drink worthy of the name Mike.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Our Litter Media Wayback Machine takes us to 1965, where a team of scientists were put together to create a refreshing drink. I got news for you. It wasn't so refreshing early on. I didn't care too much for it. But they invented Gatorade, a sports drink to quench the thirst in a University of Florida lab. The name Gatorade is derived from the nickname of the university sports teams, of course. Eventually, the drink becomes a phenomenon, takes on a whole world of its own and different types of brands and everything too, but it also makes its investors very wealthy as well. And Gatorade is thirst aid. It's that deep down body thirst, as we learned. I still remember Keith Jackson. They had a commercial back, I want to say the early 90s, maybe it was late 80s, where Keith Jackson was the voice of college football at the time, and he is talking about Gatorade. And as he's talking about it, he's doing it in his special Keith Jackson mode, the Whoa Nelly, all that stuff. It was fantastic. And they put it together with footage from 1965 to see these scientists actually putting it all together. Like I said, it was putrid to start. It did not taste good at all. But now, They've got a number of flavors. They've learned how to control the taste. I like it. And it's the drink of choice for anyone getting ready for a colonoscopy as well. All right, that's a look at what's happening with Litter Media Live today. Coming up tomorrow, we'll be back at it with another edition. Mike will be joining with us at that time. And I can't recall if we have a special event tomorrow or not. If we do, it'll be on about 10 o'clock tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thank you to producer Aaron Glandon. I'm Dan Ramey. We'll talk to you soon on another edition of Litter Media Live.